Hey guys, my name's Jamble and welcome back to another Hytale video. Today we're going to be speculating on the Hytale beta. And before we get started, this has nothing to do about the release date of Hytale, but more about what we might see inside of the Hytale beta. For example, the first thing that I think that we might see is actually a little closed off area where we will be able to play inside. Rather than allowing us to have everything straight away, we might only be able to have Zone 1, or we might only be able to have a certain part of Zone 1 with low level dungeons and other things along that line. Now you're probably wondering, do I think that we will get a little bit of the storyline in the beta? And I actually think that we might, and I feel like this will be the very start, maybe one or two dungeons that really shows us what Hytale is all about. Now, I feel like the beta isn't going to be anything too out there where it shows too much of the story or too much of what Hytale really is about. I feel like that we will get a snip of Zone 1, if not all of Zone 1, and then maybe like one or two dungeons so that we can really understand how the dungeon system works and how the story will play out in Zone 1. Now, something that I feel that we will see a lot of is the character customization. Now, I don't think that all of the character customization options will be able to be seen, but I definitely feel like that a lot of it will be. And I am kind of in a feeling that maybe people who play the beta might get a special customization or something along those lines. Now, something that I think would be interesting is if they allow us to pick any race in the character customization in the beta, as they might just limit us off to being humans. But if they don't, we might be able to see the other races they have, such as the elves. Now, when the beta releases, it's going to be the first time we're able to fill out the game and actually play it. Now, there might be an NDA, which would mean that people who don't have access to the beta won't be able to really see content around the beta unless the Hypixel developers themselves publish it. Something else that we might see from the beta is curfews, where they close it down to do stress tests or to test things or fix patches or something along those lines, because the whole reason why they will have a beta in the first place is to test the game and to see what they can and cannot do with the game. So expect a lot of times for, if the beta is online or controlled by some sort of server, that it might go down. Now, you're probably wondering, how long do I reckon that the beta will be online for? Now, I think that it might be a month long or up till release, depending on how far away it is released from the release date. Now, if the beta is released a month or two in front of the release date, I can imagine them having the beta running up until release. Now, if they have it a few months before release date, I can imagine it running for a month and then ending for a bit, and then them releasing it afterwards. Now, out of these two options, what do I reckon what would be more likely? I reckon personally that they will release it a month before it's supposed to be released, and then the game will release maybe immediately after, or maybe a few weeks after we're able to play the beta. Now, as something that I think that people need to understand is that I highly doubt that the beta will be the full game. And I don't expect them to have maybe like a demo where you're given the full game and then you have an hour to play it all, or anything like that. I feel like it's going to be maybe sectioned off to either Zone 1 or maybe even a little bit of a snippet of Zone 1, so that you can really just have a feel for the game. And then they can leave a lot of surprises for release. But what do you guys think? Let me know in the comments below what you think the Hytale beta will be like, and if you will be able to have access to the full game, or just a snippet like what I've said. And if you like this video, leave a like and a subscribe, it would mean the world to me. I'm coming up to my 500 subscriber milestone, and honestly, your subscribe means so much to me, so thank you very much, and I see you in the next one. Goodbye.